All right, my friends, welcome to the pre-match build-up live here on Juve Therapy. We are getting ready for Juventus against SPAL in the Coppa Italia quarterfinals. The winner of this game will, of course, face Merda in the semi-finals of this freaking boring. It's actually quite exciting this year, but I always prefer Serie A and the Champions League to Coppa Italia. But here we are. It's a Juve game. So here we are. Nice to see you, my friends. Say hi in the chat and also smash a like on this video, of course. Subscribe as well. And I'm drinking tea this evening. Ali says hi. Always a pleasure, Ali. Yasin also was there earlier today, 1 hour and a half before the actual stream. That's very nice, Yasin. And Sander as well. All right, guys, let's kick it off. And Yusuf also there. Coppa Italia always gets a bad rap. Yeah, you know why, Yusuf? It's because it's in the way of our main objective, which is Serie A and Champions League. But then every game matters to us, I guess. So that's why. I will not talk about Cristiano today, Ali, because Cristiano is not playing. That's all I'm going to say about this. And if you watched my videos previously, you know I'm not Cristiano hater. And this is the only time I'm going to say anything about Cristiano. I'm not a Cristiano hater. That's it. Fine. And there will be more, if there will be more, if you be more hate towards me because I hate Cristiano, guys. Timeout, an option. Timeout button for me is an option. Even the block option for me is available. So be careful, my friends. I do not hate him. And that's the last thing I'm going to say about it. I do not hate Cristiano. But excited to see what Fagioli can do with the senior teams as Animesh. Yes. I am totally agreeing with you, my friend. I do not know about this guy at all. Tom says hi, nice to see you, Tom. So since Animesh already so gently revealed that Fagioli will be starting, then let me just do something real quick. I just stole our last chocolate bar from the fridge, and my wife is obviously pissed. I need some chocolate. So I'm sorry. I'll buy you a new one if you're watching. So let's do this. This is the starting lineup, my friends. So we are starting with Gigi Buffon in goal, who will be, in fact, our captain. There are rumors that Bernardeschi was supposed to be our captain. Thankfully, he isn't, because I don't see any point of this whatsoever. Of him being captain. So Gigi Buffon is starting as a captain. Strange that he's taken so long before he gets that armband, and I actually question the whole matter of the captaincy at Juve these days, because to me, most likely, it doesn't necessarily mean that you need to be a leader. More, indeed, Yusuf, yes. So, but Buffon apparently didn't want to have anything to do with the captain's armband up until today, which is fine. So he starts with the captain's armband, not Bernardeschi. Then we have Frabotta, Demiral, Delict, Dragusin, aka Karl Drogo, Ramsey, Rabiot, Fagioli, Bernardeschi, up front Kulusevski and Morata. So no Bentancur in the midfield. He is not even in the squad because of his slight injury, shall we say. At the game against Bologna, but he played throughout 90 minutes. So I gotta say, guys, that was impressive. But now he's not featuring because he will get some rest as well, because he's been playing a lot lately, and Cristiano is, of course, isn't there either, which is totally fine. So ran 7 miles. Adam ran 7 miles. Do you have snow over there, Adam? Because we do here in Norway, and it's not a good weather for us to run. But I'll say this though: today I bought myself wool socks that are specific for running during the winter's time. I get no blisters from them. It's lovely. I'm so looking forward to trying those out, man. And I'm drinking tea. Treadmill in the basement. Wow, Adam. Oof. Treadmill. I love treadmill, but it's depressing, depressing, because I love to run outside, but inside, nah. But Adam, kudos. 7 miles on the treadmill, my man. Well done. There we go. Bernadeschi starts, we lose, says Kunal. Well, he started against Bologna and we won. So yeah, maybe it's something of a turnaround now. But I get your point. It's not exactly a confidence booster for us. But this, if anything, if this tells you anything, this is the rotation lineup. As a rotation can get, this is the rotation lineup. Let me just enlarge it once more for you. So it is, we can see Frabotta is starting, Bernadeschi starting, Karl Drogo, Fagioli, and even Gigi Buffon, and Demiral is also there. We're rotating, and this is SPAL. This is Serie B SPAL, if I am not mistaken. Let's see here. I have no idea, actually. I have no idea how they are doing in the Serie B. Well, they are in 5th place in Serie B, actually. Serie B is topped now by Empoli, and then, of course, there's a cat fight, as it always is with Serie B. That's what I like about Serie B. It's so tight all the way up there and also all the way at the bottom. So Empoli, Monza, Salernitana, Cittadella, SPAL, and then you have Lecce. So SPAL on 33 points, the same as Cittadella, Salernitana and Monza on 34, and all the way at the bottom is the great Ascoli, previous team for Simone Zaza, and Pescara, previously, of course, Marco Verratti, Ciro Ferrara, there we go, Ciro Immobile, amongst others, Cosenza and Virtus and Tella, as well as Reggiana and Regina, all the way at the bottom. This is Serie B talk. Enough of that. So this is what we're facing. Surprisingly enough, you might ask yourself, why are we facing these guys? Well, we're facing these guys because they knocked out Sassuolo of all teams. So this is why they are in the quarterfinals of Coppa Italia, which is surprising, which is very interesting. But we should anyway still beat this team. And it's a big day for guys like Dragosin, Fagioli, Frabotta as well, I gotta say, and of course Bernadeschi. This is a good lineup against a good opponent, but a respectable opponent. But we should beat these guys. And Drogo, Fagioli, and Frabotta. This is an important game for them, just to play and showcase their skills. I would love to see more, even more. Maybe Felix Correa. Wesley did a good start in the first round of the Coppa Italia, but now it's Frabotta and Ramsey over there, and both Ramsey and Rabiot need playing time. They didn't play so much lately, so they will be playing now, which is also nice. So yeah, I gotta say I'm happy with the lineup, but we will break it down. Of course, we will take it step by step. And also let me find their lineup as well. We're just gonna go straight to their lineup, and you're gonna hear some familiar names there. If you are familiar with the Calcio, you might remember those names. So this is SPAL 11. Berisha in goal. You might remember him from his Lazio days. Okoli, Vicari, good old name Vicari, Ranieri, not Claudio Ranieri, probably another Ranieri, that's for sure. So Okoli, Vicari, and Ranieri will be at the back, and then the beautiful name of Dickman. Oh, let me just stop sharing this one. Dickman. I love that name, Dickman. Let's see some more new talent today. Yes, Rohit, nice to see you, my man. CR7 on the bench. No, he's not even included in the squad, baby boy. So there'll be no Cristiano action today. He's not even benched, Ali. So he is not in the squad. Basically, I think it's only Dagraka and Morata who are pure attackers in this squad. So no Cristiano to save our asses if we are getting beat by Spal, but which is not gonna happen. I hope it's not gonna happen. But anyway, Dickman or Dickman, Esposito, Missiroli, good old Missiroli from Sassuolo, starting Sernicola, don't know who that guy is, in the middle, and then Brignola, Sek behind Floccari. Probably heard that name before. Floccari has been everywhere. Sergio Floccari, if I'm not mistaken, that's his first name. Floccari, yes, it is. Sergio Floccari. Let's see where he has been. He's 39. 39 years old and still alive and kicking. And I'm looking at his career, and he started Catanzaro, which is interesting, 1997. Lots of crappy teams down in the league system in Italy, and then Rimini, Atalanta, Genoa, Lazio, Parma, Lazio, Sassuolo, Bologna, Spal. So he's been around, 39 years old, still plays and starts for Spal tonight against Juve. Nice to be here, says Lasciarella. Nice to see you, my friend. Getting ready for the win. Yes, we'll get ready for the game, because we never know which Juve shows up. That's the thing. We never, ever freaking know. Spal is fifth in the Serie B. It can score goals. Well, this is a cup competition, Adam, and it doesn't matter. They beat Sassuolo, for heaven's sake, so anything can happen. But we should be good enough. We should be good enough to beat them, no doubt about it. So let me just slice it up again for you, my friends. This is the lineup we are fielding. Yeah. Buffon and goal. Let's start with that. Buffon and goal, they're totally fine. Some of you probably would like to see Pinsoglio. This is a cup competition. And if there is, what can you say? I mean, Buffon also needs to play, right? So this is why he starts just to rotate, and Szczesny has played good games lately, and I wouldn't say that he is in need of the rest, but rotation always a welcoming thing for a goalkeeper, especially in Coppa Italia against this minor position, let's say it like that, without underestimating them and without disrespecting them, because we need to be aware of their strength. Of course, we should not underestimate them, though, says Lasciarella. I agree. So Buffon starts captaining the side today. Bernardeschi supposedly is a vice captain, which basically confirms to me that captaincy is not about leadership. It's about seniority and how many games you've played for Juve, which is stupid. But what can I say? I don't like it. So yes, Buffon in goal, and then we go to, this is a 4-4-2, at least that's what Juve official social media page is tweeting or posting. I do not necessarily agree this is a 4-4-2, but let's entertain that with Frabotta on the left. Demiral de Ligt in the center of the defense. Demiral, important game for him to showcase his skills. He needs to play, he wants to play, and he will play now. So let's see if he can, he can drop an 8 out of 10 performance tonight. Really hope so. Aditya, nice to see you. I'm doing fine. How are you, more importantly? And are you ready for the game, Aditya? I really hope. Just by the way, guys, just drop your predictions straight away into this chat. It's 45 minutes until the kickoff, so go ahead with your predictions. I will be revealing mine very, very soon. Demiral and De Ligt is in the center of the defense, which is fine, which is nice to see. People have been screaming for this pairing to play together. So there you go. You get it. But will it work? We shall see. De Ligt, nice to see also back from COVID lockdown. Took a while. But he is there, and he was subbed on against Bologna during the Sunday lunchtime game. Played 10, 15, 20 minutes or so, but now he starts and will most probably play the full 90. Of course, no Chiellini, rotation again, no Bonucci, rotation, and no Danilo, also rotation. So we could see also Caldrogo starts, which I expected that he would. Every one of those players needed rest anyway. Danilo, especially Chiellini, and of course Bonucci. So Caldrogo starting is only fine by me. And if you wonder why I call him Caldrogo, just check his face out today and you'll see why. He's a huge guy with a man bun from Romania. Caldrogo. Yes, but he starts, number 37. He will be playing on the right side of of De Ligt. It seems that way. But yeah, this is such a dynamic formation, as I keep saying this throughout the whole season, so we never know how they field. Lasciarella, he wants to know where to watch this live. I will be watching this through YouTube, official Serie A YouTube channel. I don't know if you can do that. Harsh can do that, yes. Nice to see you, Harsh. Rohit says 3-0, which is confident, and why not? Lasciarella says 2-0, the same thing. Adam Juve 1897. So basically clean sheet from all you guys. It'll be crazy if they bag one, huh? It's gonna be tasty one then, huh? Yes. So Caldrogo starts and completes that 4 back line, whatever that is. But which is interesting though, we'll go straight to the right flank. So there will be no Chiesa. I kind of entertaining the idea of maybe starting him during this game because he wasn't used against Bologna, probably still struggling with his ankle injury. Lasciarella, if you go for Serie A YouTube channel, yes, Harsh, perfectly, and then you will find the game is scheduled there. I'm not sure you will be watching this due to copyright. Maybe your there we go. Maybe your country doesn't accept YouTube coverage for Coppa Italia. But we'll see. If not, probably some of you guys can help out Mr. Lasciarella. I see the pictures here. It's live. So it is live, at least on my screen. I see Berisha warming up. And how can I get rid of those comments? Go away, comments. There we go. All right. So Bernardeschi on the right, which is interesting. No Chiesa, no Quadrado, which is also fine. Bernardeschi on the right means that we will have no width, or which will do, probably because just at the default start. But he will always cut inside to his left foot. In Georgia, Lasciarella. Добрый вечер. Как дела, Lasciarella? Yeah, so probably you'll be able to watch the game on live on YouTube then, if you are in Georgia. Yes, so Bernardeschi on the right will be cutting inside because he is a left footer, of course, and Ramsey will be playing where he usually plays, on the left, cutting also inside, but more of in the middle kind of guy. Will be the link between the attack and the midfield, but we'll see what happens because Kulusevski is also laying deep. Me and Lasciarella now has got a connection because both of us know Russian. So yeah, brat. Yeah, there we go. Yes, and then we have Fagioli. Yes, guys, Andy is also in the chat. Nice to see you. He says very excited for Fagioli. I've never seen the guy play, actually. I gotta admit, I watched one Juventus under-23 game this season, and it was freaking boring. So I didn't even notice. I think we lost against Roma or something completely crazy. But Fagioli was, I didn't even notice him. So I don't know much about him. I've seen him in person and for Primavera, says Andy, one of the best youth products since Marchisio era, which is interesting. Which is interesting, Andy. And please, I really hope for our sake that this guy impresses, which will also mean that he'll probably go out on loan to some other Serie A team, and then he will come back if he is good enough to play for Juve, because we are gunning for Locatelli and we are in possession of Rovella, if I'm not mistaken. So the midfielders, we have tons of them now in our roster for the next season. We need to get rid of them now, some of them, and maybe if we get rid of too many, we need to get in some quality. So we'll see. If, of course, Locatelli joins, I think that we are set. Don't forget, we still have Sami Khedira in the freezer. Yes, Aljus, this is the official lineup. It is confirmed. So Bernardeschi starting, Ramsey starting, Fagioli starting his first game for the Serie for Serie A side. We'll see what he can do. He's very technical, Andy says. Which basically means to me that he will be the vice Arthur, or basically deep lying playmaker for us, if I'm not mistaken. And they correct me if I'm wrong, but it's just my bet, because Rabiot is not that kind of player, and neither for sure is Ramsey. Ramsey will be further up the pitch, no doubt about it. Yes, and then of course we have Rabiot, which is. Yeah, no question. I have no quarrels with that, because I have his. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, there we go. There it is. I bought this. I regret perhaps just a little bit, because it is Rabiot. Probably would have gone for McKennie, but yeah, Rabiot it is. So I hope he performs today, and I like to see him play today, of course. This is a rotation again, and if he showcases himself, if he shows his true self, then there will be a competition in the middle, which I like. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Fagioli is a attacking midfielder, says Hanin. Okay, fine. Andy is not a deep lying playmaker. Okay. Which is interesting, though. If Fagioli is an attacking midfielder, where does that leave both Kulusevski and Ramsey? Are we going too offensive then? So let's just wait and see how we line up and who plays where. Because if Ramsey will be going forward, Fagioli will be going forward, I mean, Rabiot will be completely naked there, right? So we need some support in the midfield. So better be one of those two guys. And yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Kulusevski also starts, and not Dybala, of course, because still out with injury. Portanova is at Genoa, Ajus. So he went there for a medical, and I've never seen him again. So Jim Moriarty. I love the name. Nice to see you, Mr. Moriarty. I love the name, man. I love it. Intense press on the cars tonight, boys. Yeah, well, for these guys, yes, because we are rotating so heavily. AC/DC is playing, which means we are what? Yes, there we go. The boys are out and warming up, and Rabiot being the last guy. Woo, Rabiot with a new haircut. Interesting. Yeah, but still a man bun. So there we go. Yeah, I'm sure he can play a more defensive role. It's just not what he does for Primavera. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Andy. Yes. Pasta fagioli is one of my favorite Italian peasant dishes, my man. Peasant. We need one defender. Caldrogo, let's see what he can do tonight, my friend. Let's see what he can do tonight. Let me just turn down that idiot. We're not live just yet, my friend. I'm not going to turn down this live session with my friends just yet. Watch out for Dagraka, subbing in the second half. I hope he plays. Yes, a very good player. We're signing from Palermo, Brazilian and Italian, but represents Italy. Interesting, Andy. Interesting. Thank you for that info. I really need to start watching more under 23s. Seems that way. We're here all the way from Honduras, says Pablo. Carlos, Pablo, and Miguel. Say hi to Carlos, Pablo, and Miguel, my friends. Say hi to all of them. And of course, guys, if you are 3 of you, smash a like so I get 3 likes right away. But yeah, all the way from Honduras. Nice. How is the weather in Honduras? And most importantly, what time is it there? Probably during the day, I guess. 6 hours difference, 7 hours difference, maybe. We'll see. Gotnaldo is in the chat as well. Nice to see you, my friend. Who will win in a fight, Lukaku or Zlatan? I will not answer that question because I don't care. You love that answer, don't you, Gotnaldo? No, I will answer this time. Lukaku or Zlatan? Well, it's got to be Lukaku, no? Lukaku eats Swedish for breakfast. So, yeah, it's got to be Lukaku, no? I didn't watch the game yesterday, but yeah, it's fine. 1 p.m. That's not too bad. 1 p.m. That's not too bad. So it is 7 hours. 7 hours difference. 32 degrees. Pablo, Carlos, Miguel, Lopez Villeria. 32 degrees. Can we switch? Because we have -2. -5, actually, here in Norway. Lukaku's thighs are bigger than Zlatan's torso. Lukaku's thighs are bigger than Zlatan's ego. And that's huge. So, I can't stand Zlatan. I cannot stand the guy, to be honest. It's so arrogant and so me, narcissistic. Nah, I just don't like the guy at all. No, it's got to be Lukaku. It's got to be Lukaku. But anyway. Simone, nice to see you, Simone. I think tonight it will be a good opportunity to bring Joao Felix. You mean Felix Correa? Joao Felix, I would love to bring Joao Felix from the bench, yes, but unfortunately he is not with us. Felix Correa, gotta be. So yeah, we'll see. I'll see. I don't think he is in the team, is he though? I don't think so. So yeah. Morata starts next to Kulusevski. We have no other option, of course. We're going back to the fact that the Dybala is still injured, and apparently his image rights problems are solved now. So if he is to be sold this summer, there will be no image right issues, whether he is to be sold or not. Yeah, we'll talk about that another day, whether that will happen or not, or should we want that to happen. Yeah, it is what it is. But he's, of course, not playing here today because he's injured. Neither is Cristiano, who is resting. So that leaves us with Morata and Kulusevski up front. Another chance for Kulusevski to prove himself. Yeah. Rafinha still injured, says Pablo Carlos Miguel Lopez. I guess so. I have no idea. I guess so, yes. Alexandro is on the bench. Heard he's cleared from COVID. Yes, Alexandro is cleared from COVID. However, I am not sure if he is cleared from if he is on the bench. This I do not know, to be quite honest. And yeah, if some of you guys in the chat can let me know, please let me know if our man Alexandro is back in there. Please, no extra time in this fixture, says Gotnaldo. And is Ronaldo on the bench? No, he's not. He's not called up. Yes, I do not need extra time. I need to do this by the 90 minutes, and that's it. Get over and done with. Any updates on the backup striker, mate? Are we going to get Cuadrado? No. Quagliarella, you mean? Quagliarella, no. Quagliarella is a definite no. I fear that we're not gonna get anything this winter, this January transfer market, just for the basis of there is no activity whatsoever. We've been trying dealing slightly maybe with Arkadiusz Milik. Now he's gone and joined Marseille. We've tried for I think there were some rumors about Llorente. He's gone to Udinese now. There were rumors about Giroud. He is too expensive. There were no talks of Mandzukic, which is a shame in my opinion. Yeah, I don't remember anybody else. Yeah, well, we have Scamacca or Scamacca. I don't know how you pronounce it, but he looks to be an expensive investment, and whether they should do that investment already this January, which will be expensive in any way. So maybe they should just wait until the summer to decide what to do with that transfer. But in any case, should we get Scamacca now? He will not play that much, and that is an investment that we can basically postpone until the summer. So for me, if we're going looking for a striker, I think we should have at least found somebody by now. So I fear that we will not be getting anybody who we can afford. And when everybody are fit, which looks to be the case now, I think we have good enough squad to at least challenge for Scudetto. The question stands though whether we can make it work with these guys. I'm still waiting for the big wow performance from Kulusevski. I'm still waiting for the solutions, the answers to our questions. Can we be consistent? Do we have enough leaders in the team? Can we work? Can we score goals without Cristiano being involved? Because we need that. We need that flexibility. Can we keep a clean sheet on a consistent basis? Who is our main defensive line? Now we can finally try to work this out because now everybody is fit. I think we have an answer to the midfield problem for this season at least, which will probably be Bentancur, McKennie, and Arthur. It seems to me that they work very, very well together, at least in a couple of games now. Yeah, so it will be, we have some answers, but we have still many, many questions. What do we do with Cuadrado? What do we do with Chiesa? Do we start both of them? If we start both of them, Chiesa's got to play on the left, but is that a good idea? He's not that good on the left. And I mean, where does Alexandro fit in all this? Yeah, so we have a lot of questions to answer still. So to add another player into the mix here will only create more confusion and more lack of harmony, so to speak. So if we are gonna get somebody, there's gotta be a striker, but I think we are too late for that now. There should have been a guy arriving at J Medical this week in order to introduce him to the team, to make him work as Pirlo wants him to work. So yeah, this will be I think this will be a very, very dry and very, very boring transfer market for us, for players coming in. But we need to send somebody out from our club. And there are talks of Bernardeschi. I still see nothing happening. There were talks about Sami Khedira. Nothing is happening. So it looks to me like he will be staying until the summer, which is a real shame. Another 3 million or whatever wasted just because the guy doesn't. I won't say he doesn't want to leave, but there hasn't been any real offers to the guy, which is interesting. And if it is because of money, I do not believe it is. It is also a real shame. So I don't like the fact that Khedira is still with us. But what you're gonna do? We made that grave for ourselves back when we re-signed his contract and extended it until this summer, which was one of the last things Beppe Marotta did with his one working eye. And then he just ran to Milano and left us with Sami Khedira, who we put in the freezer right now. Juve World says hi, nice to see you. Sandro is on the bench, says Adam. Yes, he is. I love this chat space. Thank you, Mr. Moriarty. Such an intelligent group of people, plus all the rest of Pessi Penalto community. You're welcome here, Mr. Moriarty. We are good guys. We are good guys. And Pessi and Penaldo fans, they will be joining once Penaldo or Pessi will be playing against us or for us. So buckle up. But we'll still be nice as long as they're nice to us. If they are not nice, what are we gonna do, Adam? Adam and even Gotnaldo. Gotnaldo is one of the good guys, even though he is Gotnaldo 7. By the way, Mr. Moriarty. But Adam, what are we gonna do with these fanboys once they go crazy, huh? Please. Adam is like my go-to guy after the games, Mr. Moriarty. Adam is one of those who always produces me, the first-hand press conference comments from Andrea Pirlo, which I love. And I love Adam for it. Out. So glad I'm not part of Pinaldo fans. Yeah, well, Mr. Moriarty, yes, he's a dangerous man. But I love the name. I love the series. I love the name. G. Moriarty is welcome in this stream. And Tom is also a nice guy to have here. I like Zaccani from Verona for the wing midfielder, says Simone. Yes, that's a good shout. And then I just highlighted the Jim Moriarty's comment by accident, but there you go. You get some spotlight there, my friend. I was watching the last Atalanta game. We play so bad compared to them. Yes, but Kunal, there's an interesting thing, though. With Lazio and Atalanta, both teams have had the same coach over the long period of seasons, 2 or 3 or 4 seasons. So they started to build something over the course of this 3, 4, 5 seasons. So this is the result of their work. And Simone Inzaghi got to work in peace. Gianpiero Gasperini got to work in peace. So this is the result. So 2 good sides, 2 great sides, play together, and it's entertaining. Yes. And it's even more impressive that Atalanta can now play without Papu Gomez and still produce great performance, still win games, and on the highest level, I gotta say. And Papu Gomez, of course, has now joined Sevilla. Some of Juventini wanted Papu Gomez at Juve. I was on the fence of that one. I see both pros and cons with that one, but it's over and done now. I see, by the way, Agnelli, Nedved, and Paratici on the byline. Maybe they will come in the second half, huh? That would be nice. Nedved will be probably crushing those guys, huh? Tusen tack. There we go. Jim Moriarty, where are you from? Tusen tack. He went all Norwegian on me there, Mr. Jim Moriarty. Who are you? Who are you, Mr. Moriarty? We back, Mr. Seymour. Yes, let's go. Fagioli is like the worst last name to have. Yeah, well, says Dwight. Dwight Schrute. Man, I have Mr. Moriarty. I have Dwight Schrute here. I have Karl Drogo starting for Juve tonight. Do I have anybody else? Do I have Mr. Dwayne The Rock Johnson? Do I have, I don't know, Jean-Claude Van Damme, one of my, the favorite actor of all times, JCVD, the Volvo split. If you've seen that commercial, the epic split, I love it. But even before, from the Kickboxer days, what other Bloodsport, Kickboxer, Street Fighter, of course. Man, I enjoyed JCVD while growing up. This channel has no respect for Messi and Ronaldo, I think. Well, Suman, welcome, Suman. Of course, all people are welcome here as long as there are constructive talk here. Ronaldo will not be playing today. He is not called up, so we will be talking about Cristiano today. Funny. Everybody knows Barcelona produced the greatest actors. There we go. Are you ready for the story? This is the story of Mr. Jim Moriarty. There we go. Take Al Pacino, says Juve World. Yeah, there we go. Buffon has to come out of his captaincy and stop Bernard to become a captain. Well, it is not Bernard captaining animation. It is actually Gigi Buffon. As far as I've heard, it is Gigi starting. All right, guys. Back to, by the way, Kenneth says hi. Street Fighter. Yes, Simone. Lovely. Crappy kind of movie. The storyline and all that, but the backline, the fact that Kylie Minogue played there shocked me. Marco is present. Nice to see you, Marco. Great guy. Also, it's yeah, I love this. We remember Street Fighter and also Double Team with Dennis Rodman and of course the Expendables, even though it was just a shame. It's just bunch of retirement guys that played in the movie The Expendables. It was bullets on testosterone, basically. Yeah. Fantasy movies. Well, give me one, Gotnaldo, not answering. Give me one example. Fantasy. I love sci-fi. I grew up with sci-fi. I love sci-fi movies. But anyway, Juve SPAL, my friends. 20 minutes. Yeah, sure. Dennis Rodman. That was such a cheesy movie, by the way, Marco. Freaking cheesy. I watched it not so long ago. I think 1 week ago I saw that. And the dialogue, the script, it's so cheesy. It's so 90s blockbuster. You gotta love it. If you haven't watched Double Team with JCVD, Jean-Claude Van Damme, and Dennis Rodman, entertain yourself. Mickey Rourke as well. I mean, this is a crappy dialogue, but it's so much fun. It's so much fun. You just turn off your brain and just watch the movie for 1 hour and 28 minutes or so, and yeah, you'd be better. You spend those minutes wisely, I say. Lord of the Rings, yes. Game of Thrones, yes. Narnia, Harry Potter, yeah. Harry Potter, I didn't actually fancy that much, to be honest. My wife, though, is crazy for Harry Potter. Harry Potter? So maybe we'll see Harry Potter in the chat sometime in the future, since we have Mr. Moriarty here as well. Hi, guys. It's Al Hassan. Nice to see you. Interstellar. I haven't seen Interstellar, by the way, Rohit. I haven't seen it. And The Hobbit, I have seen the first one, Hobbit. Wasn't impressed with that one. But let's move on from fantasy and all that. Let's talk about that during the Friday Juve therapy session, huh? Because then we will be doing whatever you want to talk about, of course. Let's talk about Sherlock. Yes, Sherlock is a great series. Yes, absolutely. And of course, with Benedict Cumberbatch. By the way, last thing before we move on to Juve against SPAL, I watched, when I worked as a night shift at a hotel many years ago, I watched the whole series of Star Trek from all the way from the original series up until the last one would have been, I don't remember. I think the last one would have been Enterprise. Well, not in the timeline wise, but when they made those. I think it was the Enterprise was the last one. But Next Generation, I saw that. Deep Space Nine, I saw that. Voyager, I saw that. And guys, Deep Space Nine is boring. I think it's 7 seasons or something. And all those 7 seasons with Star Trek, you just watch it for the sake of it. For the sake of the fact that if you are Trekkie, you gotta watch this. You gotta see this. But it's boring. I gotta say, Deep Space Nine is probably one of those boring ones. Yes, Star Wars is iconic. Yes, they are. Yes, Star Wars I love. Even though the newer installments are not that great, to be honest. The new trilogy with Rey, it's crap in my opinion. I didn't like it. It's just too much, it's just too much. But the Mandalorian was good. And of course, the original episode 4, 5, and 6 were great. I started watching Clone Wars. Man, we can talk about this for hours. Man, we have a game coming up, and we're talking about Star Wars and Star Trek. I love you guys. Thank you. This is a joy. This is a joy. And I see, by the way, Mr. Harry Potter himself smiling. Of course, Weston McKennie. Wingardium Leviosa. Jurassic Park, no, I haven't watched Jurassic Park at all. I kind of fear the plot is very thick and boring, but yeah. But we'll see what happens with these new ones, Rohit, coming up. The Boba Fett series will be coming up during the Christmas end of this year, I think. And Rogue One was probably the one movie I liked. The recent ones from the Star Wars saga. Yes, and Han Solo I actually didn't watch yet. So please don't spoil it for me, even though we know how that goes. But anyway, that was a nice turnaround. Talking about sci-fi movies and Jean-Claude Van Damme and Star Wars and Star Trek. Let's get back to that after the full-time whistle, huh? But we have a game to play. This is the lineup, 15 minutes until the kickoff. We have, of course, as I said, let's repeat the whole lineup. It is Gigi Buffon in goal. It is Demiral starting yet again. Well, not yet again because he's barely played, but we'll see him yet again in the lineup, which is a rotating lineup. I hope he can improve himself and he showcase his talent and his true skill, which can hopefully challenge those three who will be starting once the whole team is fresh, which are now basically. So we see the graphics that Juve are up against Spal, and the winner of this game, of course, will face Merda in the semi-finals of the Coppa Italia. I'm Juventus supporter from Turin, says Simona. May I ask how and why you chose Juve? And great choice anyway. Yes, Simona, it is a great choice. Best ever. Quick update. Well, I watched the Juve-Milan game on the black-white screen when I was 7 years old, and the Juve shirts looked much better in the black-white screen than Milan did. Why, you might ask? Yes. Yes, so there it is. And that's where it started. And of course, Robbie Baggio being one of those guys. Sorry. So, yes, Buffon in goal. Demiral de Ligt starting back from his COVID lockdown. And he starts straight away. He played like 15 minutes against Bologna, came off the bench. And now he starts. Let's see how he does. Caldrogo starts. And Mr. Hanky Boy, Frabotta, starts as well. I don't know why I say Hanky Boy, but he looks so slick. He looks so very, very slick, Frabotta. And Bernardeschi starts, which is interesting. Kind of expected as well, because this is a rotation squad. Well, lineup. I mean, we start with Fagioli, which is interesting. I will be very excited to see what he can offer on the pitch today. Fagioli, of course, Rabiot also starting. Hasn't played in a while for some time now, so he starts today. And, of course, Aaron Ramsey starts, which is also expected. Kulusevski started all the way up front, and Morata as well. So, predictions. Give me your predictions, guys. I think, yeah, it was 2-0, 3-0 all the way up in the chat there. Fagioli is a great talent. Baggio the best, says Pablo Carlos Miguel Lopez Villela. Yes, he is the best. He's the GOAT in Italy, in my opinion. Well, Gigi and De Piero being others, but yeah, for me, Baggio it was the idol. I didn't want to have that hair. Never fancied it, but I loved Robbie Baggio. For me, Baggio was the guy when I was young, a little boy. 2-0, says Animesh. Fine. Who are your goal scorers, Animesh? Let me know. Tom, 3-0, your goal scorers. And Pankai, 3-0, your goal scorers as well. Yeah. So, guys, not any one of you. 2-0, says Pablo Carlos Miguel Lopez Villela. If I say that 10 times very quickly, Pablo Carlos Miguel Lopez Villela, will it be funny? Pablo Carlos Miguel Lopez Villela? No, I can't do that. I'm sorry. My brain would freeze. 2-1, says Kenneth. Whew! First guy that says that we are going to concede. Breaking. Let's see if that's true. 2 goals for Morata, 1 for Kulusevski. Okay, says Pankai. I buy that. We will have to create through the middle, since our wings are dead today, says Animesh. Yeah, that is probably going to be the case. I agree, because Bernardeschi will be cutting inside from his right flank. So, yes, there will be no flanking from at least from the right. From the left, we have Frabotta bombarding forward, but he's not exactly quality. Caldrogo in the picture right now. Caldrogo looks fine. Kulu will score. Rabiot will score, says Tom, which is interesting. And De Ligt as well. Luca Ranieri. So it's not Claudio Ranieri who's playing now. Of course it's not Claudio Ranieri. Claudio Ranieri is like 95 years old. Chocolate. I promise. I always eat something before the game. Morata and Rabiot, our goal scorers, says Animesh. Morata ×2, says Kenneth. Okay, interesting. So a lot of you guys want Morata to score, which is expected because he is one of our strikers. And it'll be also interesting to see what SPAL does to us. If you guys didn't catch me before, I can repeat it for you. The lineup for this beautiful team of SPAL, sitting in fifth place in Serie B. Amazing that they are in the quarterfinals, and we got that beautiful draw because they knocked out Sassuolo, surprisingly so. So Berisha in goal. You might remember Berisha from his Lazio days. Okole, Vicari, Ranieri, Luca Ranieri, Mr. Dickman, which I love, by the way, the name. Mr. Dickman. How can you call somebody Dickman? Anyway, it's not your choice. I mean, if my last name is Dickman, what can I do about it? You could change it, of course, but yeah. Dickman it is. Esposito, I love the name. Starts Missiroli, good old Missiroli from Sassuolo, amongst other teams. Starts for SPAL today. Sernicola, or Sernicola, I'm not so sure. Probably Sernicola. In the middle as well, Brignola, Sec, and Sergio Floccari, all the way up front. And we can see the substitution bench for Juve. Bunch of guys, including Depardo and Weston McKennie. Let's see. So Sergio Floccari starts. Yes, Leonardo Sernicola, Salvatore Esposito, Simone Missiroli, of course, Lorenzo Dickman. Lorenzo Dickman. Very Italian first name. Very not Italian last name. Alberto Paloschi on the bench for SPAL, which is interesting. Marco Sala as well. Nenad Tomovic. Actually, Federico Viviani. Well, there we go. There are actually quite a lot of interesting names for SPAL on the bench. So Alberto Paloschi is actually playing for SPAL. Interesting. Didn't know that. Didn't know that. Didn't care either. This is the only game Berna has a chance to score this season, I guess. Well, Rohit, to be honest, he had some chances against Bologna, huh? Funny. Do you think it was a solo instead of SPAL? It would have been Pirlo go with a stronger lineup. Yeah, for sure, Gottnaldo. Yes. But luckily for us, it is SPAL. But it's a welcoming for a change because, well, our whole team needs rotation, and this is what we're getting right now. And to be fair, this team must be enough to beat SPAL, in my opinion. 2-1, I think. Bernagol and De Ligt, says Adiche. Okay, I'll take it. Fine. Do you think? Yeah. All right. If anyone needs a link for the game, Adam is your man. Yes. Good. Perfect, Adam. Nice. I'm convinced now Dickman will score against us. Prediction changed to 2-1, says Animesh. All right. Yes. Will he score with his dick, though? Interesting. Let's see. And whoscored.com, by the way, they have a nice stats, detailed stats. That's the thing they do, the stats. And other parts of body. This will be the section if Dickman scores with his Dickman. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, my prediction. Let's do my prediction. 5 minutes until the kickoff. Yeah, should we go bold and say 3-1 or 3-0? No, I don't know. 3-0. Let's go 3-0. Okay. My prediction 3-0, and I'm going to go with a Fagioli goal. Interesting. I think Fagioli will score. I think Ramsey will score. And I think Morata will score. So 3-0, Morata, Fagioli, Ramsey. That's that is my prediction. Will probably backfire as soon as I see that Fagioli will be going off with a thigh problem or something. We'll see. All right, guys. Maybe next time I will be doing this a watch along actually throughout the whole game. Let me know, guys, if you want me to do a watch along one time. So we basically watch the game together. I don't basically, to be honest, guys, I do not understand how people want watch the game and watch me watching the game at the same time. But fine. I guess I'm that entertaining. What can I say? What can I say? Where is Jim Moriarty, by the way? Is he gone? Jim, where are you, Mr. Moriarty? Are you there? I like the famous British desert spot. Yes, funny. Forza Juve sempre for see you guys after the game. Yes, Animash, we will see you after the game. If we get a penalty, we should let GG take it, says Rohit. Yes. I think not, but yeah, it is still a crucial one. All right, guys. I will see you after the game. As I said, smash a like on this very video. Mr. G. Moriarty, nice to meet you as well. Smash a like, as I said. Subscribe if you do not do that already. Spread the word that this is the channel for Juve fans. And we'll talk nonsense here. We're just not talking only Juve, you know. We're talking Star Wars. We're talking Star Trek. We're talking Jean-Claude Van Damme. We're talking blockbusters from the 90s when we grew up. Yeah, that's a good old days, huh? All right, guys. Fino alla fine. Forza Juve. 3-0 is my prediction. Fagioli, Ramsey, and Morata goal scorers. Forza Juve. See you after the game for the post-match reactions and, of course, the player ratings. We'll see how that goes. Hopefully, it will be a very pleasant stream. So, there we go. Ciao. Fino alla fine. Let's kick these assholes and let's just be overdone with in the first half, and then we can just play ball in the second. Maybe introduce some more youngsters. We need that. They need that. I need that. Just to enjoy myself this evening.